hope you've been staying safe and also holding space, because today I want to talk about the aftermath of the Wicked movie and how it is completely changing the trajectory of Hollywood and Broadway alike. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Also, hi, my name is Kat. I really like musicals. Thanks to Hungry Root for sponsoring this video. We'll hear more from them in a bit. But first, I want to hear from you. Which musical would you like to see turned into a movie next? And who would you cast in it? I love seeing people's answer to that question, so please let me know in the comments down below. I'm really curious. After decades of anticipation, part 1 of the highly acclaimed Wicked movie finally premiered and changed the entertainment industry for good. The big questions now seem to be, will Wicked usher in a new era of movie musicals? Will Broadway become mainstream? And how will studios build on this Wicked musical momentum to cash in? Because here's my big fear. I have a feeling that a lot of the business people who want to cash in on Wicked's success missed the point of what made Wicked so successful. It reminds me so much of how studios reacted to the success of the Barbie movie, not with more like female-directed, female-led, high-concept comedies with amazing art direction, funny scripts. Their takeaway was, what if we do more movies about toys? And I fear that's what's happening with Wicked. Instead of doing a movie musical by bringing in incredible vocalists and a director who's so passionate about inherently high-quality source material that he wants to— Actually, I was thinking we should just cast more pop stars in musicals. And I can see why they're so desperate to recreate Wicked's formula. It's incredibly lucrative. Wicked became the highest grossing movie musical of all time, broke records and made massive numbers for home release and streaming. Not to mention, much like the Barbie movie, the incredible tidal wave of marketing and product tie-ins and product licensing that have absolutely overwhelmed the consumer marketplace in the last 3 months. We're talking t-shirts, Legos, dolls, makeup, macaroni, cars. How about the Arc de Triomphe?
Les Miserables.
I'm obsessed with the way that Wicked has seemingly taken over the world, but that could be a whole video on its own. And hey, I'm not hating. I'm literally wearing Wicked socks right now. And by the way, I loved the Wicked movie. Oh my god. I wasn't really going to review the film or talk about the actual movie in this video, but if you guys want to talk about it, I'd be so down to geek out because that was phenomenal. I have so many thoughts, most of them very good, a couple that I'm questioning. Let me know your thoughts on the Wicked movie and let me know if that's something you want to talk about, because we could totally do that. So yeah, I'm just afraid that they learned the wrong lesson from Wicked, that they don't understand what made it successful and they're going to try to copy it in a bad way that's— hang on, what's happening? It's already happening. It's already happening. Breaking news, Cabaret on Broadway will welcome a new MC, country superstar Orville Peck. I don't love stunt casting, but I understand why you would want to hire someone with an existing fan base. But I think my weird take is that as long as the person being stunt cast is capable and qualified, I guess I'm okay with it. Like, I really don't have a big issue. And speaking of, like, Orville Peck, I have a feeling he might be phenomenal in Cabaret. I'm not familiar with his work, I don't know his music, but what I do know is that prior to making it big as a country superstar, he was a working musical theater actor and dancer. He got his degree in performance and musical theater. MC has been his dream role his entire life. He's created this avant-garde persona and he's pushing the boundaries of what's typically accepted in country music. I think he's really cool and I think he could be a really good MC. Casting him totally makes sense on so many levels, and I really hope it goes well. On the flip side, it's rumored that after Orville Peck and Eva Noblezada as his Sally leave the production, the next batch of contracts is going to involve Miley Cyrus as Sally Bowles. What? I also want to talk about something very delicious, which is today's sponsor. Have you been sitting on the couch, immobile from that very spot, eyes glued to the screen since Wicked became streamable at home? Did you forget to pick up groceries because of it? Well, fear not, because we've got the sponsor of today's video, Hungry Root. I love Hungry Root because it's the easiest way to cook and eat tasty meals. They take care of the weekly meal planning and grocery shopping by recommending nutritious groceries and delectable recipes tailored specifically to you. So no more sitting around around saying, what do you want to eat? I don't know, what do you want to eat? I don't know, what do you want? Because Hungry Roots meal recommendations take into account your personal tastes, nutrition preferences, and health goals. Tonight, we're cooking one of my Hungry Root faves, oven roasted salmon, but we're also trying a new recipe, prosciutto wrapped asparagus lined with cheese. Even though that sounds insanely fancy, I promise it was exceptionally easy because all of Hungry Roots recipes can be made in 15 minutes or less. Definitely something I'm gonna make again in the future. Hungry Root makes it easy to cook actually delicious, nutritious, healthy meals. And they can help you achieve your diet and health goals. We're talking gluten-free, we're talking gut-friendly, high-protein, dairy-free, you name it. Hungry Root has over 15,000 recipes, so you're sure to find something you love. So if you've ever wanted to try Hungry Root, now is the time. You need to check out this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus a free item in every box for life. Click the link down below or go to hungryroot.com and use code CATSTEAL. That's 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life at hungryroot.com with code CATSTEAL. Thanks to Hungry Root for sponsoring this segment, and thank you guys for checking out our sponsors. And now, back to the video. Here's the thing, I love Miley Cyrus. I've always been a fan, always will be. This feels very surprising. It feels very out of left field. It feels a little stunt casty, but I will say, I think she'll do a pretty good job with the role because Sally is this like larger than life performer who's charming but with this self-destructive streak, which I think Miley will play amazing. And again, that marketing synergy, it fits her on-stage, off-stage persona. Actually, I do feel like Cabaret is a really good showcase piece to just have stars or like other Broadway celebrities come in and do limited engagement runs, just kind of make it a revolving door of people, kind of like Chicago. Maybe that's how you keep it running. But unfortunately, there are tons of times that celebrity stunt casting hasn't worked and it's just been disappointing.
Do they have people teeth?
So I can understand why audiences and actors alike are so hesitant of celebrity stunt casting. Same here, especially when it comes to a specialized art form like musical theater. You don't gain those skills overnight. And it's awful when someone really talented but maybe unknown gets passed up for a part in, what, preference of profits? That was way too many P's. But at the end of the day, so many of the decisions made by producers and executives are financially driven ones. So I think that's why I've always been such a big proponent of anything that gets musical theater into the mainstream, in front of the public, making it accessible. Because that is how you first fall in love with theater. When people think musicals are cool, i.e. profitable, they get made more. And that's not just in Hollywood. We're talking about funding for the arts in schools. We're talking about supporting local theater. The more people that learn about or get involved in the arts, the better. So even if it's not your favorite adaptation, in general, I'm usually of the mindset that like a movie musical or a stage musical getting popular is a net positive. Can the same be said for casting celebrities in musicals? Well, it can be good when it's used in moderation. It can bring more eyes to the project, more people to the theater. But I really hope that the future of musicals isn't purely just stunt casting for celebrity's sake. Ariana DeBose has all but confirmed that she'll be starring in the revival of Evita. Very excited for that, but I guess there's a rumor going around that when it transfers to Broadway, Ariana Grande is also going to play Eva Peron, and that's leading up to a remake of the movie musical? No need to do a remake. Also, Ariana Grande is not Latina, she's Italian. And there are so many better ways that we can utilize Ariana Grande, so many better roles we can cast her in. The Roman Holiday musical, put her in that. She loves Audrey Hepburn, it's very coquette, it's cute, it works. Ariana Grande as Meg in the live action Hercules movie, I'm here for it. I also love that she suggested Liz Gillies, I think that was really sweet, and I would love to see that. 13 reunion when? I feel like 13 is the Degrassi of musical theater. Does that make any sense to anyone else? Oh, you know what would be great? Let's have Ariana Grande as the narrator in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Ariana Grande would be an amazing narrator. Cause like, actually just let her go wild. Let her riff all over the place. Like, let her just have some vocal fun and go crazy. And working with John M. Chu again, honestly, I hadn't even really thought about that. I love that. Ultimately, I think that's what my point is that stunt casting will always exist. It will always happen. We just have to work with it. Because there are tons of incredible, like, box office superstars who are also incredible musical theater performers. For instance, we need Tom Holland in a movie musical, like, yesterday. It's insane that we have not put Tom Holland as a musical leading man yet. I know at some point he was gonna play Fred Astaire, but I don't know whatever happened to that movie, if that ever got made. I want to see him dance in his next role so badly. And no doubt Wicked's massive success is going to help hurry along a bunch of movie musicals into production. So I'd love to hear from you. Which movie musicals do you think are going to be coming down the pipeline next? Let me know in the comments below, because I have a weird one that I would like to call right now. This could be so good. For your consideration, I think that we need a movie musical of Pippin. This is so funny for anyone who knows me in real life, because, like, I like Pippin, but I wouldn't put Pippin even in my top, like, 25, maybe even 30. I like Pippin. We need a Pippin movie musical, okay? Tom Holland as Pippin. We're getting Ariana DeBose as leading player. You want Lewis? How about we get Mike Feist? Mike Feist as Lewis. I also love this timeline we're in where Mike Feist is like a mainstream heartthrob. Finally watched Challengers the other day. Made me want a churro real bad. I don't know, you could have, like, for the king and queen, you could have, like, Antonio Banderas or Jane Krakowski or Nicole Kidman. You know, so many films like Baby Girl and The Idea of You are ushering in this new era of MILF-led narratives, and I think Pippin fits right in. You know what? There we go, put Anne Hathaway as Catherine. I'm down, honestly, I'm in. I know during the press tour, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande had expressed interest in doing Aida, which would be amazing. I do love Aida. That would be so good. It feels a little on the nose to cast them, like, exactly again in the same kind of, like, love triangle role.
Am I wrong? It's my favorite
She
movie.
wore a crown and she
Came to life in a museum.
I'm not fighting with you.
I promise this joke was much funnier in my head. There's an incredibly niche Aida joke for anyone who wanted it. You're welcome. But you know what? I don't care. If it works, it works. They've got great chemistry. And historically, musicals do tend to cast people, like, opposite each other again and again. Fred and Ginger, Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. So I'm very down for Aida. I feel like it would have to be a movie musical. I feel like they couldn't do a Broadway revival if you had that much star power. But Disney, come on, let's get a live action Aida. There are so many great mainstream actors right now who are also incredible performers. You know, I'm thinking Kristen Milotti, Hannah Waddingham, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Rachel Zegler, Lizzie McAlpine, Renee Rapp, Ali E. Cravalho, Jordan Fisher, Stephanie Sue, Lola Tung. You get the point. What other movie musicals have been trapped in development hell? Kinky Boots with Tom Holland or Mike Feist. Heather's Spring Awakening. Come on, let's get these projects off the ground, people. You know what? Forget it. I'm in. Mamma Mia 3 with Sabrina Carpenter. Screw it, man. Growing up means falling in love with Mamma Mia, can I just say. My whole life, I always thought I was too cool for Mamma Mia, and then when I hit 25 and my brain fully developed, I realized Mamma Mia is happiness. Mamma Mia is freedom. Actually, genuine concept, if we're talking about Sabrina Carpenter, I would love to see her in a movie musical, Legally Blonde, but it's gotta be done as a period piece in the early 2000s. I'm talking juicy tracksuits, I'm talking flip phones. I want the full vibe as a period piece. We are ready for Legally Blonde again, people. So do I think that Wicked will officially bring back musicals? I guess in some way, like to the same degree that The Greatest Showman and La La Land brought musicals back. So I guess that means if you're shopping in a department store, you get to hear show tunes instead of, I don't know, Maroon 5. What was popular then? #1 song in 2016. Justin Bieber's Love Yourself. So there you go. But those are just some of my thoughts. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts about the aftermath of Wicked? How do you think it'll change Broadway, Hollywood? Which movie musicals do you think are coming soon, and who do you want to see in them? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're new here, hit subscribe, join the musical theater internet cult. I know I forgot to mention that it's a cult, but don't worry about it. Thanks again to Hungry Root for sponsoring this video. Go ahead and click that link down below or use code CATSTEAL to get 40% off your first box, plus a free gift for life. You can also scan that QR code to get yummy, yummy deals. I hope you're having a great day. I love you so, so much. Break a leg, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!